Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to complete this main menu sheet that is also part of our basic requirements. Now, how to create this menu sheet? You just simply add a new worksheet to your workbook, and then you type in all these texts like the report titles, your name, your student number, date submitted, and then type a list of all the reports. These are the four basic reports, but if you have any of the challenge reports, you should type them down here as well. And here we have an executive summary, which will summarize all the most important figures from within your worksheets. So let's start by showing how to make these into hyperlinks. So select the title of the report and then go Insert, Hyperlink, and make sure you choose place in this document because you just want to link to one of your worksheets in this workbook. And for the place in this document, you scroll and go through all the different reports in your worksheet until you see the name of the sheet that you want to refer to. And in our example, since I've named my sheets the same name as the label here on the navigation menu, so it's really easy for me to identify what I want to point to because this is purpose and destination, and I also want to refer to this worksheet called purpose and destination. And I click OK. So now this is a hyperlink. I'll do the same for this one, approver and expenses, hyperlink. I also have a sheet named approver and expenses. Trip dashboard, hyperlink, trip dashboard. So it's really helpful if you've named your sheets the same name as the label that's going to point to it from the menu. And budget analysis is here. Okay, so now that I've done my hyperlinks, I can click on this link and it jumps to my purpose and destination. And optionally, you can also have a link here that points you back to main. Now I have a really plain link here, but you could make up your own. You could use buttons or you could use text. So here I'm just using text back to main and it jumps back here. Now, the next thing we want to do here is enter all these figures. So you should not type these figures in. Rather, you should refer to a location in your worksheets that has this calculation. So for airfare, we have this total airfare calculation somewhere here in purpose and destination. Airfare is way down here. So I just refer to that cell. Okay, and there's the answer. And same thing with hotel, equal. I go to, okay, now for in my report, hotels is in column E. So I have to get it from this location, E47. And meals, I get it from here because meals is in my column D. Press enter. And now I can just use sum to add up these three cell references. Okay. Now for total number of trips, I also have this report here that I created, expenses by department. So I have the department name on the row label. I have the total expenses here. I added it up and I counted the trip numbers. So I can just refer to these figures. So I'm going to go here for sales equal. Number of trips is here. For marketing, and we have the expenses. Oh, expenses is here. Okay. And now I'm gonna add up my trips, number of trips, and copy this formula here to add this up. And as you can see, the total trip expenses here is equal to the total trip expenses here. So the two of them must match. Now, another nice feature is to make these numbers also hyperlinks, like what I did here with number of trips for the sales department. You can see that when I click here, okay, okay, I'm going to turn this into a hyperlink because it's underlined right now. I thought it was a hyperlink. So let's make this into a hyperlink. Insert, hyperlink. You can point to the worksheet where you calculated this. So in my case, I have this worksheet called expenses by department. So it's here. So when I click, now I jump to this worksheet. Now an even better feature is to go to the cell reference that has that calculation, C8. So that when someone wants to investigate, the source of your numbers, they can go straight to that cell. So you can edit the hyperlink. So you're already pointing to expenses by department, but you're pointing by default to A1. You can change this into C8 because C8 is a cell that has this calculation. So now when I click here, it shows you that cell, which is a really nice feature. So hopefully this gives you an idea how to complete the rest of this main sheet.